What's going on, guys? It's me, Shukashu. We are back with another Musume video, and in this video, we are gonna be going over the new banner that was released last night. Well, it was just basically the new scenario stuff, right? Transcend, I believe, was the Uma. Then the friend card. I don't remember the name. Yeah, I don't remember the name because I don't even remember seeing the name. So I don't. I know it's a friend card. But when I was looking at the news yesterday, and then um Tail speed card, I believe. So most likely a leader speed card. And I think that's pretty much it. So that's pretty much the plan for this video. We're not gonna be doing the new scenario just yet. I'm gonna be saving that for tomorrow's video when I attempt it for the first time. Just to, see my initial impressions on the scenario. So it'll be interesting to see what the scenario is about. But yeah, today's video just pretty much going over the banner. Just mainly the Uma, and then just quickly looking over the cards as usual. And then after that, just the comments. So, with that being said, before we do jump into the banner Transcend overview, if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description down below. There is a channel called Circle Quest for those who haven't joined a circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request to join. It'll let me know that you want to join the circle. And then after that, head over to the comment section or the circle request channel on the Discord server. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But with that being said, here we are. Transcend. Although I wouldn't mind pulling for a Dirt Uma. I don't know. I don't really have any Dirt Umas, is basically why I said I don't mind. Transcend. Would I pull for her? I don't mind. I don't mind for the most part. But well, I don't think I'll pull because I still got the um I guess support cards to worry about because I need to see if one, I can get the friend card at all within, I guess, the free pulls and the last remaining half. And if I do get it, do we need 3 copies at the very least? Or are we chilling with it not having any copies? Well, either way, I'll probably be borrowing it or I'll be using my own if I do end up getting one. So, oh no, we'll see. We'll see. Or if we figure out that we do only need 1 copy, which is just no copies and just the initial copy, and I only get that within the free pulls, if I get it within the free pulls, then I'll probably have a reason not to continue going to finish the rest of the pulls. So we'll see. We'll see. But here we are. We're here to look over Transcend. And at level 1, 3-star, 92 speed, 81 stamina, 92 power, 89 guts, 96 wise. At level 5, 5-star, 112 speed, 100 stamina, 113 power, 108 guts, and 117 wise. For aptitudes, obviously Dirt Runner, because I believe we I believe this time around, maybe since the scenario and possibly, oh, we'll be getting more dirt in the next. after after the League of Heroes, possibly. Maybe at least one more for the CM. Oh no. At least from what I remember, I was told before the scenario was for Dirt, so maybe we'll be just getting a lot of Dirt Umas this time around. Who knows? But mild medium, which makes sense because most of the races are mild or medium. Just like a few, maybe one or two. Yeah, I think there's one or two for short distance. So not surprised to see short distance not have even like it'll be a bit higher. And then for strategy, it looks like she's just a runner. But you can use her as a leader if you want to. Cause I think yeah, I think you can just use her as a leader if you want to, because I don't think any of her skills has runners for it, so we'll see. We'll see when we go look over her skills. So and then before that, before we do go over her skills, the growth rate 15% on both power and wise. So now going over the unique skill, geothermal release overdrive. When the middle of the race when the middle of the race approaches, if you are in the front, your speed will increase dramatically for a short period of time. And then when you are closed in near the middle of the race, you will move a little ahead for dirt races. I don't know. Huh. Closed in as in like they're trying to block us in, I think. I think. I don't know how I feel if that is. Well, I mean, it is on the skill description, so I don't know how I feel if that's actually needed. I don't know how I feel, but let's go over the innate skills. We have dirt straights, which is right here. At a random point on a random straight, your speed will slightly increase, and then we have groundwork, slightly increased acceleration when many skills are activated during the opening leg, and then vitality for dirt. If you're in the first half of the pack at a random point on the third corner, you will get a slight speed boost. Now going over her awakening skills, we have position sense. At a random point in the opening leg, your lane movement speed will slightly increase. Level 3, unshakable stance. If you've activated at least 3 skills during the opening leg, your acceleration will increase. And then level 4, no concern for appearances for dirt. If you're in the first half of the pack at a random point during the middle leg, you will use a little extra stamina to increase your speed. And then at level 5, we have Brave and Active. If you are ahead at the third corner before the final corner, your speed will increase or you will move ahead. And then now, going over the evolved skills or evolution skills, however you want to call it. From unshakable stance to winning strategy domination. Activating skills frequently in the early stages of a race will increase acceleration. And if you're not lagging behind, your acceleration will increase slightly in the final sprint for mile, medium distance. For the conditions, condition 1, have at least 800 Ys, and condition 2, get at least 2 skills for mile or medium. So basically, increase acceleration as you activate skills frequently in the beginning of the race. And in the final sprint, if you're not lagging behind, you will also get a slight acceleration boost. So I guess a boost in the beginning and a boost in the end. Sounds pretty good, I'd say. And then Brave and Active, which is the other one. Over here goes into there's no way to escape here. If you are ahead at the third corner before the final corner, you will move ahead. And if your rival Musume then activates her speed skill, you will move slightly ahead. So now a rival Uma's skill activation is part of the skill. For dirt. That's interesting, but I don't know if they mean just any speed skill or like a unique speed skill. I'm a assume any speed skill because if it's a unique speed skill, then I mean most Umas have the uniques are mostly speed. Some do have acceleration, but for the most part, it's usually speed. But I would just assume just a normal speed skill. As for the conditions, condition 1, have the fast learner status effect at the end of training, or have at least 800 power for the first one, and win any G1 race or G1 dirt race 3 times for the second condition. And that is pretty much it on Transcend. I don't know if it's the translations or how they worded it or whatever, but I am slightly confused about Transcend, but I think I get it. But a part of me, just a small part of me that may not get it. But I think I get it. I think I get it. Um Initial thoughts. Well, doesn't sound too bad, but like I said, you can use it as a leader if you want to, because most of her skills are either neutral or just for dirt. So that works out, I guess. That works out, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I already came in knowing that I wasn't gonna pull, so I guess for the League of Heroes, I'm just gonna use like Cap, maybe Hokotarumai, maybe. I don't know who else, but there are options. It's just it's like short distance. Most of the options are non-dirt Umas originally, so. And over here, we do have the Teo speed card, which I believe is just for leader and medium, at the very least. I don't know if they'd make a leader general for right now, but just looking at it, at the skills, leader's corners, leader straights, yeah, pretty much leader. Oh, just a medium distance, leader medium, yeah. So basically, your leader speed card, if anything, with like a few skills for medium distance or medium long distance, because there's one skill that has a medium long. I guess it's a if you want a leader specific speed card, there you go. And then here we are. It's just a friend card. What's it called? Kyoko. Kyoko Hoshina. So yeah, we're obviously gonna be pulling. Because we do have the free pull. I won't do the extra pulls yet because I do want to know within a few days, at least before the free pulls are done. I just want to know if we need one copy or not. Because depending on how my pulls look, if I only need one, then I might not be inclined to keep pulling if that's the only one I got. If I had gotten lucky, let's say maybe we still need only just the one copy, but I got like maybe 2 or 3, 2. We'll just say 2, but 3 at most. So either with the Teo card, so either one LB or 2 LB, I might be more inclined to keep going if I somehow did get that. But obviously, if I didn't get anything, I'll keep pulling because well, if I don't have the friend card, but we need like 3 LB at the very least, I would probably be convinced not to pull as well. So it all works out, I guess. It all works out. So for now, when we do the training videos, I'm pretty much just gonna be borrowing the card until the free pulls are done. So yeah. But I guess since this we don't, that's pretty much it for the support card banner. If you're looking for a leader speed card, Teo's there. But I'm pretty sure we're mainly here just for the friend card anyways. So let's do my free pull, and that would be pretty much it. Imagine. Imagine. Let's just slowly go through it. Can we get one card at least? At least one rainbow just to have a good start to the free pulls. Nope, nope. Things are just staying the same now. It's all right. It's all right. I'll just yep. I was just the first one. There's still a couple more to go. We gotta be a little patient with this one, though. We gotta be a little patient with this one. But I'm pretty sure we can, or there's pretty sure people already has it available. Yep, new scenario, Transcend. I think that's Wonder Acute. Bourbon? Sami Hono again? Wasn't she in wasn't she in a scenario as well previously? Not so long ago? I don't know. Not Tadawai, just I think. And then Teo. And obviously I guess the featured of the scenario that will most likely not get. And okay. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure we'll be fine when it forgot we had this. There is this thing, so okay. If that's there, then I'll most likely the first couple videos of training will probably just be revolving around this then. I suppose so. But for now, I'll just click through here and I just want to see really just yeah. I was fairly certain someone already had it. So especially because it's already been like almost 12 hours. There's already gonna be people with it, obviously. So I'm not worried for the first like week and a half. I'll just borrow the card and well, I mean, I'll just be focusing on learning the scenario anyway, so no big deal. No big deal. But that's going to be pretty much it for the main part of the video. So I'm going to be going over the comments from yesterday's video and possibly any other comments that I miss that I will check on after. So if you guys do want to stick around as I go over the comments, feel free to do so. If not, I totally get it. I mean, especially if you didn't post a comment yourself, but feel free to stick around if you want to. If not, I totally get it. But if you guys do want me to go over your comments in future videos, just leave a comment down below in the comment section. And as long as appropriate, I'll go over it and I'll most likely go over it in the next video. And if I do miss it, either because I may have already recorded a video and you commented after the fact, or it has happened where I have missed a comment or two um as I go over the comments, so I'll most likely go over it in the next video. So next video. So with that being said, let me go load up the comments, which actually just shouldn't be too bad. Yep, right over here. And then this, that, make sure it's in the right order. And yep, there we go. A good amount of comments. And first batch of comments are gonna be from Nova. Group B first place for me. Actually, it's just Group A third place, but you know what I mean. I do. I do. I was like, wait. He's Group A, but I get it. I get it. Uh Zombieland Saga collab occurred in both Recon and Shadowverse. Recon actually got a banner for the main character, but that's about it. CG is saying you should care, but shouldn't at the same time. I don't think I actually did care. Because I really didn't see anything about it after it like popped up in the game that one time. That one time it had happened. After that, I was like, oh, okay. I guess that's it. Nothing really happened after that. So for the most part, didn't really care. Didn't really care. I think Stellasora has faster reroll time since it actually lets you skip the dialogue. As for the first character, I just got Rain. There's interestingly no known tier list for CZN since the game is just that base. Stellasora has a pity system, I should say, hard pity at 160. The guaranteed copy happens at 120, and that's only available once. Oh, wait. Hard pity at 160, guaranteed copy at 120. And only available once. So I guess if you that 120 guarantee that only happens once is basically them saying, here you go, after all these pulls, here's your one copy at the very least. I'm assuming that's what it means. And then after you get that 120, that's why the hard pity's at 160, because after that 120 it just gets stupid hard to get dupes after that. That sounds tough. That sounds tough. If you want dupes, then tough luck. The hard pity does work like other gotchas. You'll retain that pity counter for the next banner, but the soft pity at 120 doesn't carry over at all. See how convoluted this gotcha system is? The one method is to do soft pity for one character at 120, and then just do 40 more pulls on the next banner for the hard pity. Soft pity for one character at 120, and just do 40 more pulls on the next banner for the hard pity. I'm trying to understand it. Do soft pity for one character at 120, then do 40 more pulls on the next banner for hard pity. But assuming you go to 120, but when you reach 120, when you get your guaranteed copy, don't you get resetted back to 0? I know soft pity starts at 120, but I don't get the reasoning of doing 120 pulls for one character and then doing the next 40 at the next banner. I don't get that. Because if you're just gonna go for the next character, wouldn't it just make sense to do just all 160 pulls in the one banner? I don't get it. I'm being honest. It's quite confusing. I don't know if it's the way you worded it or it's just the system itself. To me, it just sounds like the system itself and possibly how you're explaining it. Possibly. Small chance. But I think it's just more on the system. Moving on, for Panda relevance, I think I'll have to use him for a second Rupture team. True. So far, it's just Tofu that is pretty universal. For Rupture? I think Fufu in general could just be universal, not just for Rupture teams, unless that's what you meant. I don't think Jif- I don't think Fufu was supposed to be just for um Rupture. She was just partnered up with Ishwin as the only other S rank, from Yunquay Summit. So that's my assumption. Um yeah, I'm trying to think of like Lucia. Obviously, she's more of the Rupture support, so she just stuck to Rupture. I'm just more curious to see on like future characters like Dialin. Like she's a stunner, but is she gonna be like the one to pair up with Ruptures as the stunner? Well, besides Fufu, I guess. Or is she just gonna be your new stunner? Probably just a new stunner. But yeah, for the Panda, if you want two Rupture teams, you're gonna have to use them, pretty much. But yeah, I think the second Rupture team, which is basically Yidhari, Lucia, and I'm assuming you could just add a stunner or I don't know, either a stunner or another Rupture at the very least, since they made us use two Ruptures and Lucia. I guess that might work, but we'll see. We'll see what the other. Yeah, I guess that does make sense because what we have Yidhari next week. We already have Lucia, and then isn't Banwei a Rupture character too? So in that sense, yeah, I think that is the team, second Rupture team to have two Ruptures. So if I do want to use two Rupture teams for myself, I would have to build. It would sound like I would have to build Komano if I want to use two Ruptures in that second Rupture team. I don't know. I'll see what happens. To be honest, I was just listening to the VA strike thing while working, so I am getting things done. But just something I was curious about. Long as, I mean, for the most part, you would just need to be listening, not really watching. I don't think there's really anything really to watch out of it. More just information, what people say about it. Don't say unlike someone. Just say Nova. No, don't need to beat around the bush if your trademark is to be blunt. I don't know if being blunt is a trademark. It's just part of someone's personality. It's just a personality trait. I don't think it's a trademark. You're making it sound more bigger than it should. I guess. It's funny because I believe a video or two ago I said the same thing when I went over Eugen's comment. I believe I said the same things like, you don't need to say that. We already know you're talking about Nova. That's funny how it came back around to me. Oh well. Looks like Teo is the new speed card for leader and Mile? Mile? The heck you talking about? Where the heck did you see Mile? Leader straights, leader's corners. Attack stance is just leader. Leader medium, leader medium long, leader leader medium, leader. What are you talking about? Where'd you see Mile? Where'd you see Mile? I can see it being a general leader card though. Yes, it's mostly a general leader card. I think from what I heard so far, you only need one copy for the scenario to work. What a relief. Ooh. That's big news. So depending on how my free pulls go will dictate if I go all the way or not. Well, I mean, if I don't end up getting any copies or any friend card, and that's the case where we only need one copy, then I'll probably most likely stop pulling if I, well, unless I literally reach 190, then I'll just still do the free pull. Then I'll literally do the 200 pull. So let's just hope I don't reach 150. Because then if I reach 150, I'll probably just be like, okay, I'll just do the last 5 pulls. 5-10 pulls. Hazuki responded saying, the friend card? If that's the case, that's a huge big deal and not pay to win anymore, damn. And then Nova says, allegedly, I'll have to see if that's true or not. And then Kazuki says, hope so. If I got one of the cards from free pulls, I'm finally free of using the friend cards from my friends. And will borrow other cards. Yep. I didn't feel that setback at all. I didn't feel that setback until literally just the last scenario because I only had that one copy. Oh, how that sucked. It makes me wonder how my runs would have been if I did have that option to that friend card option to rent other cards than the friend card. It makes me wonder. It makes me wonder. Next comment from Nova says, Kazuki has really exhausted all the resources, eh? That's really something I can't relate to. I guess I just never start over from the beginning. If I did, then I probably would go on a pulling spree too. I mean, it makes sense as a new player being behind already after all the time. The game's been out, in this case, 4.5 years by the time Kazuki was playing, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, with all the currency you're able to farm up, plus the banners that were out, a half anniversary, and needing all the Umas, all that. It's fair to say that it's understandable if you end up going on the pulling spree as a new player. I get it. I get it. Kazuki responded saying, yeah, gotcha addict, man. But this time for sure will not pull till the 5th Annie. Will restrain myself for my account's sake and future. I hope I can get 2 sparks, 60 carats, enough pull for the 5th Annie. Currently only has 6k. I'll go all out for sure in the 5th Annie. Spending spree. I think... Should you be able to get 60k? Maybe. I think you can. I think you can. Because usually around this time is when I do start saving after the scenario. And I think from last year, I think I did have, no, I don't know if you'll have 60. I don't know if you'll have 60. For sure you'll have over 30. For sure. Because I would always have at least pity. So 30k by the time it was the anniversary, so I think you'll be fine. I don't know about 60 though. Nova responded back saying it's all about patience and went to strike. Back in my free-to-play Uma days, I just wait, and bam. Then Kazuki said, yeah, the patience, it will pay off and worth it for sure. Yep. Unlike myself in the first, 2 years where I basically pulled left and right. No care for pity or whatsoever. Or the, yeah, guaranteed or whatever. Just kept pulling, whatever happens, happens. Well, it is what it is. I'm still here. I'm still here. Moving on, some gacha even scrambles the gacha release schedule like in GFL 2. They're literally making me mad by not releasing Lena. I I thought she was next, but it wasn't. Even though she was like the third character released in CN. Damn, they really jumbled it up in GFL 2. She was the third character and we still haven't gotten her this for almost a year now? Yeah, almost a year now, huh? Right? Believe so. Yeah, I think it's been almost a year. Well, she could be the next banner, which is like what, in a couple of days? Never know. Yeah, never know. Pocket Live is okay for me. I only really tune into the JP livestream for Blue Archive because of the time difference. I don't really do it for all other gotchas, especially the CN based ones. Well, in general, I don't really look at the I don't really look at live streams. I may have the most I'll do is check it out like in the beginning, like for Pretty Derby. Most of the time that I did check out the Pocket Live was in the beginning, just because out of curiosity. And I did end up watching a like a decent amount of the streams on the side while doing stuff. For the other ones, I haven't really tuned in. Like Wua, I think Wua, did I even tune in once in No, I don't think in Wua I tuned in a single time or checked it out a single time. Zenless, I think there was one time I checked it, but it was because it was a big one. I don't know why I looked. I think it was the stream where it was going into the second season or the 2-point patches for Zenless. Yeah, I think it was that one. I only checked it out just to see what was going on because it just appeared in my feed. And then for Star Rail, Genshin, it was the early days, and now I don't look at the streams at all. I'm gonna see the information or the characters or whatever, the events and all that anyway at one point. So that's generally why I don't watch the streams. That's generally why. So yeah, I get it. Noki definitely pulled for Espoir. He even said he went to pity on that. Oh yeah, then if he did pull for Espoir, then he did whatever I said yesterday. Whatever I said yesterday then was correct. Tanoka responded saying, "Yep, went to pity for Espoir City. Good news is I'm back over 100k carats." I do remember that comment. You sounded you said something about not being a hoarder anymore because you went under 100k. Something like that. Good thing is of this is Tanoki still. Good thing is of 3 upcoming Umas, Stego or Stay Gold, Bocador, and Buena Vista, I want. 2 of them very recently got a card, so good odds I won't be short of carrots soon. Yeah. I mean, stay gold. If the pattern continues, she should be released by the half Annie. Yeah, by the half Annie. And then Bocador, I don't know, because she got released, what, after the half Annie? So it could be after stay gold as a quick assumption or a quick prediction. Or side games can just release her before stay gold. Who knows? Who knows? But I'm pretty confident with stay gold being the half Annie next year. Buena Vista could be within the next few months. Could be. So yeah. And then Nova responded to Tanoki saying, if they release, then you'll need that 100k. As for me, I have 140k and hoping to get both Daring Sisters if they do come out this year. They could. If not, then I guess I can just save for the Annie. Oh, like literally before the Annie. Maybe one? Maybe one? Tanoki responded back saying, maybe Buena Vista by this year. Can't see stay gold soon in particular, even if Pookie does drop. With the new scenario rewards plus 80 free pulls, I'd have 2 sparks for scenario banners and 2 sparks to spare from Uma. So we should be in the clear. Yeah, like I said, stay gold should be at the very least half Annie for like a clear prediction. Nova responded saying, best case scenario would be one pity for the support, and get MLB Teo in one go. One copy of the support card is adequate allegedly, so this is gonna be good. Well, looks like Nova be going for the Teo card, which makes sense. Tanoki responded back saying, damn, the absolute persistence of luck sacking has warped Nova beyond all sense of rational statistics. Getting 0 LB, MLB, and only 1 spark is tremendously abnormally lucky. Yes, it is. Although Nova being who he is makes it sound like it's nothing, because he usually takes at least 2 pities in these kinds of situations where there's 2 cards. Well, I guess not this situation specifically, but when there's 2 cards he wants, he apparently all gets it in 2 pities. So basically, 1 pity each card. So if Nova does manage to 0 LB MLB, we'll basically get a copy of the friend card and MLB Teo. Well, this is why he's the lucky mustard. This is exactly why. But in a sense, it's mostly towards the Uma pulls. But his support card pulls, card pulls aren't just ignore completely, because it's like I said in like probably like a week or two ago, you could literally go the whole 200 pity and not get the card and just get it off the guaranteed. So let's say that happens 5 times. Well, that's what, 150k? 150k carats, 5 guarantees. So even to MLB 2 cards and 2 pities, that still goes within the whole 1 LB or 1 MLB, 1 pity for 1 MLB card. So that's still that's stupid good still. That's still good. So yeah, I don't know. For the most part, Nova's pulls support card wise have also been one pity, two pity. I don't know if have you gone more than two pity Nova and support cards, because we don't really talk about the support card luck, but we just assume that. Well, I know you've mentioned getting them two cards MLB'd within two pity. That's why I mentioned it. So that's why I said it. And then Nova responded saying, "Funny thing is that I did one free multi on the support and I got both the scenario card and Teo. I think there's a chance." And Nova thinks he's not lucky. This is why Nova can't escape from being called the lucky mustard and Uma. This is why. But moving on, thank you Tanoki for replying. And also Kazuki for the earlier comments. Adapt Day. I'll just say make a new track was my moot point. Then after, I think I didn't see any scenarios that really was rage inducing. I'll be cautiously optimistic about this new one. Like I said, I never really hated a scenario because I never found a reason to hate it. Essentially, you could just think of a new scenario as like a new season of like the battle pass or whatever, or like I don't know, one of those online games, shooter games like Valorant or whatever, with the seasons. You just think of it that way, I guess, for like the scenarios or like the meta changes. I don't know really. I just adapt to this. I just simply adapt, and then if nothing bothers me as I'm going, you know, going through the new scenario for the most part, yeah, nothing has bothered me, and I got nothing to worry about. It's the same with all other games. If not, like I said, if I have nothing to complain about or nothing bothers me about the game and I'm just enjoying it, then I'm gonna keep playing it, no matter what people say. And then the last comment from Nova says, "So I tried DNA and I pretty much didn't enjoy it that much. We'll wait and see what you think about it if you do test it out. I have not tested it out, so I cannot give my opinion on the game yet. Unless you don't want me to finish Dead Space, then I can gladly try out DNA. But the goal is today to finish the rest of Dead Space. The goal is I don't need to. I can possibly leave the last two chapters tomorrow if I need to. But yeah, I should be able to get it done by Halloween, because that's on Friday. It's Wednesday. I only need a couple more chapters, so unless I get it all done today, it'll be done by tomorrow. The only thing that will take long would probably be the the editing, for the most part, if anything. So yeah. With that being said, that is pretty much it for all the comments from Nova. Thank you, Nova, for all the comments, and I believe just Kazuki and Tanoki for replying. See if there are any other comments that I may have missed, just in case. It doesn't seem like it. Next comments are going to be from Korn. Yeah, League of Heroes is kind of just throwing Umas you have for fun and rank up process. Yep. League of Heroes is not really, it doesn't feel as important. Like, yeah, obviously, for both the CM and League of Heroes, the whales will obviously be the ones who thrive. But the League of Heroes make it painfully obvious that it's made for the whales because of the extra stage. So for me, as long as you make it in platinum, I'll take it. But I haven't reached platinum 4 yet, so that's still a goal. That's still a goal. Glad I saved my blue tickets in the shop because they're adding, I think, 3 cards to it, so I will probably grab one of those. Nova responded saying, I saw the 3 cards and I don't see anything amazing. They might be good for parent training, though. Yes, that marvelous speed card is confusing AF. Long distance skill mixed with medium distance and a recovery gold skill. I wonder what the hell CG was cooking in the earlier years of UMA. A long distance skill mixed with medium distance and a recovery gold skill. Well, I guess if you think about it as the long distance and, well, I mean, a recovery gold skill can be used for medium distance and long distance. But having long distance and medium distance, that's a whole different story. But yeah, I don't know. It's just CG, I guess. Next comments are still from Corn. Yeah, Espoir City was after Still in Love. I pulled for her also, but all the Umas after that have not cared about. Fair enough. I haven't pulled since Still in Love, so fair enough. And then yeah, the last comment from Corn says, I mean, I know why they won't show the month like global. Well, yes, it is copied from JP, but the tactic to not show the future banners for people so they will spend and swipe on characters and cards more often for a specific thing they want without knowing what's coming next. Not sure. Well, most gotchas, at least from what I played, don't let you know what the next banner is until like a few days before to like a week. Unless it's the Hoyo games or like Wuwa where you can easily figure out who the next one is because of leakers. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure you could probably figure it out if you put in the effort. That's put in the effort to look for the leaks or do it yourself. Um, but no, I think it's pretty normal not to know the future banners for the most part, or until like a certain amount of time before when they want you to know. Pretty much. I think it's pretty normal. Like for Uma, I mean, they get to know within the day if they want to pull or not, because they'll release the information like 12 to 16 hours prior to the banner getting released. And then even then, well, that's pretty much all you need to know, huh? Because you get to know what if you want to pull or not by then. And even then, the banner still stays for like almost 3 weeks. So still got a long time to think. Yeah. I don't know much games that would, well, I guess besides the global version of Pretty Derby, but I guess it makes sense for global version because they're just following the JP schedule, just accelerated pretty much. Yeah, but I don't know really any games that really show like the next 3, 4 characters like global Uma did. At the most, like 1 or 2, and that's like, yeah, at most 1 or 2. I don't know. I just don't see it. I just haven't really seen a gacha that really shows it like Global did. So I think it's just normal for gachas not to do that. Unless they want to show it, then that's a whole different thing. But thank you, Corn, for the comments and Nova for replying. Next comment is gonna be from Kazuki. I believe there was a comment from Kazuki in the last video. Are these just the comments? Hold on. I'm confused because Tanoki commented on the video. Commented on the last video. I think it is the last video. Yeah, the last video. I should probably refresh it then if he did. I was looking for Kazuki's from like 2 videos ago. Since going over Kazuki's. I think it was from 2 videos ago. Yeah, right here. Wait. Actually, what is this? Did I not go over this comment? I feel like I did, but no, yeah, these are the comments. So I might as well go over these comments from day 2, round 2, from the day 2 comments. Don't know why these came in here. Kazuki, if you're gonna leave comments to make it easier for me not to miss, please leave it on the most recent one. If you're gonna, because this says 1 day ago, so I assume this was within. Yeah, this was close. I think you just comment close to around the time when I finish recording, or sometimes or not. But sometimes when I finish recording and I already post the video, I do see you post on the older videos still. So that does cause me to miss some of your comments. If just to give you a heads up, like right now, like what happened right now. But this one says, did you watch Domestic Kanojo? Yes, I did watch Domekano, and I did read all of the manga. Also, Otomedori, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Also, Kuzu no Honkai, that is Scum's Wish, I believe. I did watch it, and I hated it. Genuinely hated it. Not as much as School Days. That's all I got. I won Group B Finals first place. Damn, first time winning, huh? And to be top off sprint. Yeah, that's... weren't so confident about the whole sprint thing, but congrats. Yeah, you commented you won the Group B Finals in the day 2 video, which doesn't make sense. So yeah, just leave your comments in the most recent video if you're gonna leave your responses for the most recent one in it. I don't know, it's confusing. It's confusing. Because this comment would have made more sense in the last video, but yeah. um Next one says, for me, Natlan's story arc is good, but not as good as those two, Tumero and Fontaine. That's why I said it's kind of overwhelming, to be honest, compared to those two. It has potential, but there's something missing to it. Also, I'm a bit tired of those power of friendship, but yeah, Mihoyo did a great job for not overdoing it and not to feel cringe. I can say they make it look hypeable. I think the whole power friendship thing, just because it's been normalized in many series, whether it's anime or video games, I kind of just don't think about it too much. Actually, in general, it never really did bother me. Like how, like how the main complaint I heard for fairy tale anime is the whole friendship thing. I personally like fairy tale, so I get it. But yeah, I think they did a good job in it, my opinion. I think it should have been better. I think it should have and could have been better than what think it is, as because I say it's good. It would have been better if it didn't have all that VA strike drama and all that, because obviously a lot of the scenes were missing in the beginning, like majority were missing voice lines. So at least for the global, it kind of took it away from, at least for the people who played in global. I swapped to JP when I figured. Then I swapped to JP just for Netland, just so I can have dialogue and not just long periods of silence sometimes. Um, New scenario will be out tomorrow. I know that I usually know the time and date. You don't need to tell me. You don't need to tell me the time and date. I know. It feels weird that you're telling me the time and date of the banner or release or whatever, because it's generally been the same time the whole time. And then damn bro, the new scenario will be too broken, hoping to get UA rank with this new scenario. I don't know what you mean by too broken, because it could look broken, but will it feel broken when you train? There's a difference looking at it and experiencing it for yourself with your setup and all that. But yes, I do hope to get UA rank as well, which I hope I do, since I did manage to get close to it. Um, and then oof, bro, Teo speed card, a leader card. Yep, already already went over it, so I'm not gonna go. And the skin of Transcend, she looks so cute. Don't pull. Don't pull. Um, I think I can go over the comments from the last video now. So it says I got Daichi Ruby power card in the free pulls. Thought I will get the friend card, but yeah, no. It's only been one free pull. Relax. Relax. Don't put it plural, because you're gonna make me think you got more than one free pull. Unless you actually did. And then the next comments from Kazuki is gonna say, "Oh yeah, I also got this from another pull and this from another pull," and I'm gonna be like, "Where'd you get the pulls?" Once again. But Rick responded saying, "We still have more free pulls to go. 10 daily up to, I don't remember if up to 80 or 100. Still free pulls are free pulls." And then Kazuki said, "Yeah, 80 pulls, but I'm not quite sure if I'll ever get a chance to get a rainbow flip again when pulling and get the friend card." I think you should just be worrying about getting the friend card. So you still got like 7 more days, a whole week. I'm I'm in the same boat, but my pulls will dictate whether or not I'll continue pulling or not. I don't know. Next one says first run with S4 City on the new scenario, and I got UC1. That it's okay. Figuring out the scenario. It's okay. It's just day one. Nova says holy. And then lastly from Kazuki, let me refresh just so I can have Tanoki's comment there. It says got Calstone Light speed from the free pulls and current Chan guts from free ticket in my alt account. I just have a feeling your alt account is just there for you to like for your itchy fingers from pulling. I don't know. Sorry for the random pause. Because Kazuki responded to Nova. I feel like I'm just getting responses and it's already been over an hour. So let me quickly go over these now. Kazuki responded back to Nova from Nova saying, Holy says, yeah, I think the do it your design your island. This is DIY, not DIY. I literally was about to read it because I read DIY. I think the design your island still scenario was still better. I was wrong when I said it will be too broken. I figured. But let's see the following day since I played it blindly, but got the gist and mechanics of it. Only the technique that I'm missing. And yeah, gonna watch some guides on YouTube. And oh, I just watched earlier JP player reaching UA rank first. Run with Highlander meta MLB cards and he trained medium Uma Tachyon somewhere on the new scenario. If that's the case, then if he was able to do it with all cards, then all stat cards, then it shouldn't be too hard. I don't know. I won't be trying it until tomorrow. And then lastly from Kazuki got Calstone Lightspeed from free pulls and current. Oh wait, I already said that. Wait, what was the other one I was talking about? Huh? Is that it? I remember responding to that. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's it. Thank you, Kazuki, for all the comments. Appreciate it. Appreciate it as always. Sorry if that ended a little weird, but I just lost track of the comments. And now for the last couple comments. First one is from Rick. They added one more group of Old Master Challenge, and I didn't clear all 5 level 3s of them. So if I clear them, I'll get plus 1,500 gems. Hey, go for it. Go for it. I wonder if I did. No, I am missing the dirt, which probably makes sense. I'll try it after the scenario. I figure out the scenario. But thank you, Rick, for the comment. Appreciate it as always. Next comment is from Eugen. Wow, congrats for winning Group B. I'm the weakest. I only got second in Group B finals. Even Rick defeated me. Most everyone were so strong. Easy peasy plat. Even the Edu traders compared to me. You know what pisses me off about this comment, Eugen? Is because I got third place in Group B finals. So you did better than I did. So you saying congrats for winning Group B and proceed to really say that in the rest of your comment without making sure that I got Group B, that I won Group B, or got third place in Group A, even though the title of the video obviously says Group B finals. So I don't know where you got me winning Group B, even though my highest placed Uma there was 4th place. So for you to say that you're the weakest and got second when I got 3rd place, even though my Uma didn't even reach 3rd place. And so yeah, you want to explain yourself, Fusion? I I got no reason to reply to that because it's just completely wrong. I got no reason to reply to it any more than that. But thank you, Eugen, for the comment, for your um wrong congratulations, wrongfully congratulating me for the wrong thing, and then proceeded to make it seem like I did better than you, even though you did better than me. I don't know, Eugen. I don't know, Eugen. You should check yourself before you say the wrong thing, and then respond a different way than I should. But I appreciate the comment regardless. And then next is the last comments, which is from Tanoki. Uh, the first one says Sprint CM finals felt chill. Dotto ended up lane 1, plus late start, so she got stuck. My Brian led most of the final leg, but was just hyped at the finish line by my KSM. The amount of wins aside, right? I said this before winning the finals too. This has been the most fun CM in a while. The variety of Uma's people cook up. I saw a short Teo, short Still in Love, and I myself running to Makazo's in Dodo and Brian. Definitely more fun than all the CMs this year. Then Nova said, still think the CM where we used Still in Love was the most brutal yet interesting one yet. I think I'm biased since Vivlos is actually meta in that one. Then Tanoki says, Shuka Show sucked. I won on that one more than this. I'll be at the finals. I finished second. But I said I felt like I liked to see him way in advance already before the finals played out. Yeah, you did. And I think the main reason was just because of the variety of Umas that was going to be used. Because there isn't. It was basically around the time when. when Nova was like, I don't know who to use. And then he listed out all the good short distance Umas like he didn't know. It's just Nova being Nova, right? But yeah, you pretty much just said that, like the variety of different Umas, and yeah, there was. I would say there was the repeats. I did see Call Sunlights outside of mine. I did see a few Bakushinos outside of mine. Other than that, if I'm not repeating any other names, it's because I probably did see a good bunch of others, most likely. I did see the Machans and all that. Like the meta stuff was still there, but there was a good bunch of non-meta stuff. Uma's there, so yeah. And then second to last comment, Shushu recording. It's been a while since you commented while I was recording, but at the same time, this is the reason. It's probably because of the time I'm recording. Was just waiting for the stuff to appear online. Usually that's the case for the banner, so. And then lastly, oh, Aspar was after Autumn KSM. Yes, she was. Yes, she was. So that's why it was. That's why it was weird. You said you didn't pull since Autumn KSM because Espoir City was right after. No biggie. I just wanted to uh have that slight correction. Damn, time flies. I'm an old man. Part of me feels like me and Nova are the older ones here. A part of me feels like it. Other than that, let me refresh once more so I can check. And it doesn't seem like there are any more comments now. So, with that being said, we have gone almost an hour and a half just based off comments. Thank you, Tanoki. Thank you, Kazuki. Thank you, Nova. Thank you, Eugen, Rick, Horn, for all the comments. Appreciate as always. Appreciate as always. And I'm gonna end the video now because it's longer than it should be, but I do enjoy responding to your comments. I don't mind going a little over for, I say over, but going a little longer uh in videos like the banner ones, yeah, just basically the banner videos or even the CM videos, because in general there's shorter videos, but it allows me to have a little bit more time to respond, I guess. Or it allows me to respond a little bit longer, but then it gets me to slow down the pace a little bit. So that's why it reached past an hour. But with that being said, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys are making this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how your first impressions of the scenario is, even though my first impression won't be known until the next video because I won't be touching it until the next video. And also let me know if you guys pulled for Transcend or if y'all are just gonna wait like myself for the free pulls to go before you do the rest of your pulls. I feel like for the most part, we're all pretty much in the same boat and waiting until the free pulls are done. So I guess with that being said, just whatever you want to comment down below, as long as it's appropriate, I'll go over it. And if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description. There's a channel called Circle Request for those who haven't joined a circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I'm in. It's called Shoo Shoo. Once you give that a search, hit request to join. It'll let me know that you want to join the circle. And then after that, head over to the comments section or the Circle Request channel on the Discord server. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But oh, and Rick, if you do manage to be at this part of the video, I know you've been leaving comments in the, or you've left a comment or so in the Pokemon videos. I'll respond to them in the next video. I'll respond to them in the next video hopefully if I remember. I think I missed one. Or you know what? I think I just saw it. I just saw it right now. So if I just saw it right now, then where is it? I just saw it. I just seen it. Don't tell me I lost it. Oh, right here. If a new Eevee evolution were to come out, which type would you like it to be? They did a lot of the good types already. So, maybe ground. Ground would be interesting. Or poison. I just want to see what they would do for a poison design. More than I want it to be poison. Ground, I feel like there would be a good ideas for a ground type. For Eevee, Lucian. And I haven't played this game and I haven't seen some megas, but I don't think I have some favorite new megas at the moment. Fair enough. Fair enough. I haven't seen all of them yet. Although I've seen, like, in the game. I have seen some pictures outside of that, but I'll probably just continue this in the next video, or yeah, we'll see. Or I'll just re-mention it in the next video. But yeah, with that being said, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Sorry for the weird random addition of the comment, but Thank you once again if you guys did make it this far in the video. And as always, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.